Good evening. This is Barry Winters. Each year, tens of thousands, young and old, become affected by a drug called crack. This drug is infiltrating households across America. How, you may ask? They aren't getting it from the street corner dealer. It's much worse and more dubious than that. The crack affecting America today is found in Girl Scout cookies. Each year, this hidden menace is embraced and welcomed in storefronts nationwide. Unknown to most, Girl Scouts are the largest supplier of crack in the United States. Studies have shown that these cookies are laced with crack so that the consumer becomes addicted and needs to consume more. Next thing you know, the box is gone and the addict needs to get their new fix. So then the addict goes back to get more cookies, but finds that the girls have packed up their stand and moved on. Weeks go by, maybe months, where the addict gets no cookies to satisfy his desire. Eventually the addiction dies down, until they spot a new stand selling more Girl Scout cookies. They may think it over, or debate whether or not they should make the purchase, but they just cannot say no to the delectable morsels. They cannot resist the appeal of the brightly colored boxes, nor can they resist the sweet, sweet treats held inside of them. They run to the stand and buy as many boxes as possible. Next thing you know, you might end up homeless, like Harold Balzac.
I didn't have my first Girl Scout cookie until I came to college. I became an addict, a fiend. Are those fudgy yum-yums? My grades started to drop. Got kicked out of school. My own parents abandoned me. I was all alone. Girl Scout cookies ruined my life.
When asked about these cookies and the accusations of lacing them with crack, Girl Scouts had no comment. Eventually, we found someone willing to talk. To keep her identity secret, we will call her Miss X. She's an ex-Girl Scout who climbed pretty high in the system when she was in the organization. So, Miss X, tell me about these cookies.
When I was younger, I climbed up through the ranks of the organization. Here I was witness to many of the, shall we say, happenings within the system. One day, on tour of the cookie factory, I witnessed a suspicious-looking truck pulling into the factory. When I inquired about it, they just simply replied it was a special ingredient that made people love our cookies.
Did you see them unload the product out of the truck?
Yes, I saw bags of white substance being unloaded out of the truck. Being young and naive, I assumed it was sugar. I now know better. On the way out of the factory, we passed by the storage rooms where they keep the ingredients. The sugar was marked sugar, and across the room on pallets, there were the strange white bags sitting there unmarked.
This, I assume, would be the crack.
Yes.
Though cookie addiction is at an all-time high, awareness for this problem is growing with new cookie rehabilitation centers being established nationwide. One such center is found here in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is one of the leading centers of cookie prevention and rehabilitation. Here we find Ahmed Deeb working with doctors to get better. Tell me a bit about your addiction.
I needed the stuff to live. I couldn't live without it. It was a joke. I ran out of money. I ended up having to pawn things. I ended up pawning my sister's stuff from her room. I ended up even going so far as to steal from my own parents.
What happened when your family realized that you had a problem?
They sent me to rehab. They sent me here. I'm day after day. I'm going through different classes. I'm taking different classes. It's helping me. They're getting me off cookies. I don't have the cravings that I used to have. I feel it sometimes. I can't lie. I feel it sometimes, but overall I think I can make it out of this place and say that I can go back to my friends, to my family, and be free, be clean.
As you can see, many have been affected by these cookies. If this problem is going to be rectified, you, the consumer of America, must ask yourselves, are we going to continue to let these menaces push their product on our doorsteps? Until next time, I'm Barry Winters, and this is 5 Minutes.